JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, 4-year-old child among 3 persons shot in East Kingston. A 4-year-old girl was one of 3 persons shot by gunmen during an attack on Walter Street in the East Kingston Police Division on the weekend. The child and 2 women have been hospitalized with bullet wounds. About 5 o'clock Friday afternoon, the child and other persons were sitting along the roadway when 2 men on a motorcycle drove up and opened fire on them. 12 spent shells were found on the scene. No motive has been established for the attack. Meanwhile, 3 people, including a female chef, were injured yesterday morning in a drive-by shooting on King Street. Reports are that 2 men, a sprayman and a casket maker, were on the road working on a wooden casket when a grey Nissan Tida motorcar drove up and the occupants opened fire at the 2. The chef, who was in her kitchen at the time of the incident, received a graze from a stray bullet. The gunmen escaped and the injured 3 were taken to hospital where they were treated. 17 spent casings were removed from the scene. Man killed during police confrontation in Clarendon. A man was fatally shot during a confrontation with the police on Toronto Road, Lionel Town Housing Scheme, about 8:30 this morning. The circumstances surrounding the shooting are unclear, but the deceased has been identified as 29-year-old Alric Williams, a laborer of Toronto Road, Clarendon. The police said the matter has been reported to the Inspectorate and Professional Standards Oversight Bureau, IPROBE, and the Independent Commission of Investigations, INDECOM. Man charged in Westmoreland for killing Focus. 21-year-old Levi Blake of Seaton Crescent, savanna-la-mar in Westmoreland, has been charged with murder and illegal possession of firearm following an incident in his community on Wednesday, May 12. The deceased is 35-year-old Rian Ennis, otherwise called Focus, of the mentioned address. Reports from the Savanna-la-mar police are that about 11:50 a.m., the deceased was at the rear of his home when he was confronted by Blake, who pulled a firearm and opened gunfire, hitting him to the right side of his chest and right arm. He was assisted to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. On Sunday, May 16, Blake turned himself into the police. He was subsequently charged for the offenses on Saturday, May 22, after a question and answer interview. Blake's court date is being finalized. Clarendon police crash party. More than 50 taken into custody. More than 50 people at a party on Central Avenue in Maypen were yesterday afternoon taken into custody by the Clarendon police, pending charges for breaching the Disaster Risk Management Act, DRMA. According to police reports, about 1:30 p.m., a team of officers from the Clarendon Divisional Headquarters was on patrol when they saw a party in session at a location on Central Avenue. On scene, the police, several people ran in different directions. According to Superintendent in charge of operations, Christopher Phillips, some sought to hide in cars, others ran into houses, but we managed to hold on to the person who is in charge of executing the event, he said. It is estimated that over 200 persons were in attendance at the event, which had a music system. From all indications, this seems to be a regular event which was well organized with food tents and tables with liquor. So it's obvious that the organizers deliberately planned for this event, which is a clear breach of the DRMA. He renewed his appeal for individuals to abide by the law. The magnitude of this event just goes to show the kind of undisciplined behavior that we continue to deal with in Clarendon. But I want to say to persons out there, let us consider each other. Let us do the right thing at this time so we can safeguard the interests of the country, he urged. For anyone planning to flout the law by hosting and attending illegal parties, he issued a warning. My team is motivated and ready for the road. We're going to be out and will be enforcing accordingly. We're not going to let up, he vowed, adding that several roadblocks were yesterday mounted across the division as his team ramps up its enforcement activities. Worrying trend as brazen police hopefuls present bogus certificates. The recruitment chief of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, JCF has expressed grave concern at the willingness of police hopefuls to try to beat its vetting systems with bogus academic qualifications. Deputy Superintendent Diane Bartley was in the process of questioning two persons who had just submitted bogus Caribbean Examinations Council CXC certificates during a recruitment exercise at Spanish High School in St. Catherine on Saturday when she shared her concerns. Prior to that, two other persons who were caught with fake documents had been escorted to the police station. It is a major issue. On several occasions we have had to arrest persons who present fraudulent documents at these recruitment drives, she said. Bartley recalled 3 persons being arrested last year for submitting false documents during one of the recruitment efforts. The Counterterrorism and Organized Crime Investigation Branch conducted further investigations, and the 3 were placed before the court and made to pay a fine and do community service. To be presenting it to the force, to say you want to be a police officer, it is the brazenness of the act that is what is very disturbing, she said. In these times, when the government pays for 4 subjects for you, and when you consider how much will you pay to get one of these, it makes more sense that you apply yourself judiciously to your academic pursuit, she cautioned prospective applicants. The deputy superintendent said that investigations revealed that a fake CXC certificate cost about $20,000. Both CXC and the University of the West Indies, Mona, alerted the public to a fraudulent online scheme offering bogus certificates and degrees at the start of the year. One of those who were caught with the fake document during Saturday's recruitment drive said that she got certification from someone claiming to be an employee at CXC. I didn't know that it was really fake, said the 27-year-old, adding that she was eager to join the force because she wanted to protect people. Bartley said that recruits' willingness to submit bogus documents was evidence that they were doubtful or unaware of the police's competence in detecting fakes. That, for me, is more than an ethical conundrum, said the senior cop. It is the disregard that you have for the institution of law and order, which is the JCF, that you're going to present a fraudulent document here. The deputy superintendent urged police hopefuls to present their transcript. If you don't have the originals, come with your transcript. That's the best way to verify, Bartley cautioned. The JCF is hoping to recruit 1,500 persons during fiscal year 2021-2022 in order to bolster its manpower. Recruitment drives have been held in several parishes over the last 2 weeks, with other such initiatives being planned for more locations in the coming week. The force sheds an estimated 500 members through attrition annually. City facelift project to create 3,000 jobs. The government will be spending $300 million on the first phase of the Paint the City, Paint the Town project. It will generate employment through beautification, mural painting, street sign installation, and the improvement of selected markets. We will begin in Kingston and St. Andrew, Maple in Clarendon, and Buff Bay and Port Antonio in Portland in the first phase of the program. Minister of Local Government and Rural Development, Desmond McKenzie, said during his contribution to the 2021-2022 sectoral debate in the House of Representatives on Tuesday. We are expecting that this initiative will generate some 3,000 jobs. Some of these jobs at the end of it will become permanent, but a significant portion of this will be part-time employment. In some cases, it will become permanent employment for the maintenance of these facilities, he said. The scope of the work will include the painting of murals across the major town centers, the cleaning up of these communities, painting of markets, and the repair of sidewalks. The project, which will last for 6 months, represents part of the government's effort to put people into productive work. This is not a program where somebody writes down his name and turns up on a Friday evening expecting to get paid. This is a program where we expect to get returns for taxpayers' dollars, McKenzie said. 8 deaths, 95 new COVID cases. Jamaica yesterday recorded 95 new cases of COVID-19 and 8 new virus-related deaths, bringing the total confirmed cases to 48,054 and the death toll to 925. According to the latest statistics from the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the latest deaths include 3 men, ages 44, 61 and 64, and 2 women, ages 61 and 83 from Kingston and St. Andrew. Also among the latest deaths are 2 women from St. Catherine, 48 and 67, and a 71-year-old woman from St. Anne. 4 of the newly reported deaths were previously under investigation. Meanwhile, the new cases consist of 47 females and 48 males with ages ranging from 37 days to 96 years. The cases were recorded in Kingston and St. Andrew, 25, St. Catherine, 17, St. James, 12, St. Anne, 8, St. Mary, 8, Westmoreland, 8, Trelawney, 5, St. Thomas, 4, Portland, 3, Manchester, 2, St. Elizabeth, 2, and Hanover, 1. The ministry also reported 119 recoveries for a total 24,105. There are 22,655 active cases of the virus on the island. In JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember, subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.